The HTC U11 is an impressive phone, receiving 4.5 stars in our review, but it seems HTC might be chasing that last half a star, as it's rumored to be working on a bigger and better version of the phone. Known currently as the HTC U11 Plus and previously as the Ocean Master, this is a handset that we haven't heard a huge amount about yet, but which we're expecting to see soon, as HTC is holding a November 2nd event which may well be dedicated to it. And there are some things we do know, all of which you will find below, along with our analysis and educated guesses as to what else the U11 Plus might offer. We don't know for sure when the HTC U11 Plus will land, but there's a good chance it will arrive on November 2nd, as HTC is holding an event on that day in Taiwan, and the invites include a large U. Of course, even if the U11 Plus is announced, then you may not be able to buy it straight away, but we expect HTC will want to make it available before the holiday season, so you probably won't be waiting too long. And as HTC UK has now tweeted about the November 2nd announcement, we can be confident that whatever's announced will come to the UK. As for what it will cost, that's anyone's guess right now, but presumably it will be at least as much as the standard HTC U11, which launched at $649/$649/$999, and given the likely higher specs and the high price of rivals like the iPhone X and Google Pixel 2 XL, it may well be more expensive than that. We've now seen leaked renders supposedly showing the HTC U11 Plus, and it looks a lot like the normal HTC U11, with a shimmery two-tone glass back that likely catches both the light and fingerprints. The pictures also reveal that the fingerprint scanner has been moved to the back and the bezels above and below the screen look slightly smaller. The same source claims the HTC U11 Plus will be 158.2 x 74.6 x 9.1 mm, making it a little longer and thicker than the HTC U11. It's also rumored to be IP68 certified, dust and water resistant. That would be a slight improvement on the IP67 HTC U11 and mean you can submerge it up to 1.5 meters deep for up to 30 minutes. We know more about the screen, which according to one source will be a 5.99-inch 1440 x 2881 with a 2:1 aspect ratio, similar to phones like the LG G6 and Samsung Galaxy S8. That size and aspect ratio would make it larger and more widescreen than the standard HTC U11. Another source said it would have a 6-inch screen, but gave no additional details. The source behind the renders above also listed a 6-inch display. Hottest leaks: a 12MP rear camera and 8MP front-facing 14,000 mAh battery. We've heard from two different sources that the HTC U11 Plus will have a 12MP rear camera. No other details were given, but it's presumably a single lens one and may well be the same as the one used in the standard HTC U11. In which case you can expect an aperture of f/1.7 and optical image stabilization, along with likely strong performance if our experience with the HTC U11 is anything to go by. Around the front, the two sources also agree that there will be an 8MP camera, which is a change, as the HTC U11 has a 16MP front-facing one. The one battery rumor points to a juice pack of around 4,000 mAh, which would be a major upgrade, as the standard HTC U11 has just a 3,000 mAh one. Don't expect big changes to the camera, but a larger battery will probably be included. Sources suggest that the HTC U11 Plus will have a Snapdragon 835 chipset with either 4GB of RAM and 64GB of storage, or 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage, though it's unclear whether both configurations will be available everywhere. Advertisement: in any case, that's a fairly standard flagship spec, matching the standard HTC U11, which itself only saw a 6GB release in a handful of countries. A lot of those specs were backed up by a tweet from serial tipster Evan Blass, meaning we're pretty sure about most of the key components going inside the phone. There's no news on the operating system, but we'd be surprised if it doesn't run Android Aria overlaid with HTC Sense UI. We're sure the U11 Plus will have at least 4GB of RAM, in order to match the U11, while a Snapdragon 835 is almost certain, as it's still Qualcomm's best smartphone chip. The HTC U11 Plus is likely to have the same key features as the HTC U11, which means it will almost certainly have Edge Sense, the ability to squeeze the phone to launch Google Assistant among other things. The HTC U11 also has Amazon's Alexa Assistant built in, so that too is likely to feature here. And it will probably also be good for audio, with 2 speakers and strong audio performance through headphones, though probably no 3.5mm headphone port, given that the standard U11 lacks one. Nothing has been rumored here, but a return of key features such as Edge Sense seems very likely.